Ja, ich hätte nicht runterspringen sollen. Ist der Laden doch. Da ist er, die Quincy ist da.
Hey there! A guy called Mung Dan told us that we could get a nice and shiny box from...
Uncle Mung already told me about it. Thank you both for saving him. Many of the best goods in our store were found by Uncle Mung. If anything were to happen to him, it would be impossible for us to continue doing business. Here, this container is itself an antique, with at least 140 years of history. It's already been cleaned.
Yep. It's great! Hang on a moment. Could we borrow one other thing?
Sure. Please help yourselves.
Traveler, this clay pot looks really awesome. If we use an antique as our mixing bowl, we should be able to make a great snack. It's done! The one and only sugar-frosted slime! Carefully now. Into the...
Oh, yes. You might want to use these 2 freshly picked flowers as decorations, too.
Woohoo! It looks beautiful!
Irgendwie fühle ich mich schuldig.
Now that we've put all that we've got into this box, let's go to the Jade Chamber to see Ningguang.
Gott, ein Theater. Schleim in Zuckerglasur.
Jewelry's out of stock.
So, ab zu Ningguang. Wo muss ich eigentlich hin jetzt zu Ningguang? Ach, da hinten. Okay, dann machen wir das mal. Warum denn da? Das hat doch keiner gesagt. Niemand hat gesagt, wir sollen da hin. Buyun, Führer im Jadepalast.
According to Kuching, this is what we should say. Excuse me, do you sell the moon here?
Yes. How many would you like?
It's not convenient to speak of numbers here.
Ah, well said. Please, use this to ascend to the chamber. Yes, speaking of which, are you two the guests that Lady Ningguang has arranged to meet with today?
Yep.
And yet the code they used was not the one for guests, but for the Yuang. What's going on here?
I've been waiting for you, returnee from Joyun Karst.
It's Ningguang! Since this is our first meeting,
Ziemlich hübsch hier im
we
Jadepalast.
prepared a gift. I hope you like it.
Oh, for me. You have my thanks. It seems that I have made things difficult for you, considering that you were supposed to be my guests.
Oh no, it's nothing.
I'm glad you like it too. This palace floats in the skies, higher than the peak of any mountain. From this vantage point, one may survey all of Liyue. I have been gathering the funds necessary to build it from the time I began learning the merchant's craft. And since becoming the Tianquan, I have
Diesem
spared no
Tiankang mangelt
effort
es
in
aber
hiring
nicht an
the best
Ehrgeiz.
craftsmen to constantly extend it. At first, it was but the size of one room. Now, it is large enough to blot out the moon in the skies above
Was ist denn
Liyue.
da los?
One day, I believe it will overshadow all 7 nations. Not many from outside Liyue earn the right to ascend to the Jade Chamber. But I have been in correspondence with the acting Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius, who spoke highly of you. As such, I have been putting eyes and ears out ever since you reached Liyue.
What?
And
Wir
I
haben
finally
auch
got
die
wind of your
Yuheng vor
movements
kurzem
when you were on the
getroffen.
way to Wangshu Inn.
Wait, was Vergoldet one of your people?
Just Vergoldet? Everyone at Wangshu Inn is one of ours. At the Guizhang Ballista, yes?
King sagte, dass die Kixing Rexlab ist nichts Schlechtes wünschen.
Were you?
I fear that peeking would have been a little difficult from the... Our eyes and ears are more than
Ja,
sufficient.
die will die
You
Adepten
two are
Missverständnisse
very
aus dem
interesting
Weg
people.
räumen.
After all, it would be natural to take an interest.
Ja, dann quatsch ich doch mal
Well,
mit
I
ihr.
wouldn't expect you to trust us, considering that you have had far more interactions with the Adepti. The reason...
Also viel weiß ich darüber nicht.
I believe that you've heard of the Archon War. Many gods used to walk this earth, and many long wars were fought between them that did not abate until 2,000 years ago. In the end, only 7 victors remained standing in Teyvat. They built cities and nations on the corpses of the vanquished, and thus began the era of the 7. You can see Goyun Stone Forest from here, I trust. It is no natural rock formation. Those are giant spears of rock hurled by Rex Lapis during the war. Beneath the spears lie those cast down by Rex Lapis in those days, gods that failed to seize the title of Archon. Not only is it true that gods may die, but so too has the membership of the 7 changed over the last 2 millennia. Rex Lapis's passing is an unimaginable disaster for Liyue, but the Order of the 7 will not collapse simply because of that. Another Lord of Geo will arise sooner or later. Yet, how are we to forget Rex Lapis? When that time comes, the relationship between
Warum
the people
versteckt
of
ihr dann den
Liyue
Leichnam
and
des
the gods and
Stammvaters der
Adepti
Adepten?
will surely be different from before. Even in a new era, the Liyue Qixing remain Rex Lapis's former subjects. Do you really think us capable of having played a part in his demise? Of lacking the foresight to see the certain repercussions? That day at Yujing Terrace, it was also very sudden. Even I was caught completely off guard. But our enemy has long lain hidden within the harbor. If we do not act against them now, they will surely gain the upper hand. Hiding the exuviae was a necessary maneuver to take the initiative back, to play the spider while our foes scurry about.
Who's this enemy you're talking about?
What do you think, traveler?
Huh? What are you two talking about?
Well answered.
Huh?
The scenery out here is fine indeed, but the wind is a little strong. Our preparations to receive guests within are complete. So please, this way.
Der Bitte einer hübschen Frau sagen wir nicht nein, ne? Die werden wir nicht ablehnen. Rein da ins Jadegemach.
Wowee! What a huge hall! Paimon's never seen such a fancy place before.
Direkt zu ihr erstmal.
Be at ease, you two. Make yourselves at home if you wish.
Can we really?
I have invited you two here as friends. And when friends come over to play, our enjoyment comes first. Naturally.
Das da drüben ist...
Ooh, isn't this that legendary wall?
Why, you've kept your ear to the ground, I see.
That's because even the storytellers are talking about it. Everyone's after a piece of paper from that wall. It's super famous.
That's because that wall records Leo's secrets. Merchants have always been attracted to secrets. But the secrets of the mercantile world are of no interest to you, are they, traveler? You're rather special, really. And if possible, I'd like to have your trust. But if you were to choose the more trustworthy person between myself and Kuching,
Also zwischen deinem Glauben und ihrem Nicht-Glauben.
You'd pick Kuching? Nah, I had a feeling. I originally thought her a bit too hard-headed. With someone of her character on the Qixing, I've had some extra messes to clean up behind the scenes. But after she said those words, the time of the Adepti has long passed. If even the Liyue Qixing don't want to face that truth, then what future is there for Liyue? Well, I must say that quite a few of my doubts have been dispelled. I won't deny that Rex Lapis's passing seems advantageous to us. But, for Liyue's sake, we cannot allow ourselves to be shackled by rumors of our usurpation of power.
Ich nehme an, dass die Fatui etwas mit diesen Gerüchten zu tun haben.
Indeed. It seems that you understood what I meant to say from the very beginning. I called for the gag order and for the Exuvia to be hidden to temporarily stabilize the situation, and also to prevent something similar to the incident in Mondstadt. With Rex Lapis's death, the Fatui have busied themselves with many clandestine actions beyond their diplomatic remit. As the Tianquan, one responsible for Liyue, I cannot be too concerned with appearances when opposing them. Allowing the rite of parting to take place was also meant to buy some time for us to take control of Liyue's administration.
It's exactly as Zhongli said. The Qixing only provided the venue for the rite so they could use us for their own ends. Wait, that's right. Speaking of ends, could I say one other thing?
Of course.
Paimon's heard that anyone who sends a greeting gift gets a little something in return. So, does that include us?
Also wirklich, Paimon, ist das nicht etwas forsch?
It's all right. I like direct people. Well, we have made quite a bit of trouble for you recently. How about this?
Yay! Paimon was just waiting for you to say that! One of the sheets on that wall! Don't look at Paimon like that! One of these sheets of paper... Just imagine. How much... Let's grab one! The biggest one!
Interessant.
Well, that was an easy search. The biggest sheet is right there in the most obvious spot. Let's grab that one. La 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 la. Let's see what's written on it. Huh? There's a place marked with a circle on here. Oh, could it be treasure? Whatever it is, it better make us filthy rich.
Wie unscharf das ist.
Sigil of permission, something, something, Fatui, research. Aw, that doesn't sound like treasure at all. This piece of paper shows that a Qixing spy discovered traces of classified... Oh, Ningguang did say that the Fatui have been up to all kinds of mischief in the shadows of Liyue. Spreading rumors, wanting to get their hands on the Archon's butt. But research on the Sigil of Permission? Paimon wonders what they're up to. Speaking of which, there's also some connection between you and the Sigil of Permission. Seems there's still more for us to find out.
Ja, aber es entwickelt sich alles ein wenig zu perfekt.
Oh, you really think so? Well, should we not go then?
Nein, was ich meine...
So you're saying that it's precisely because we can't completely trust Ningguang that we should confirm the truth of what she says first. That's way out of Paimon's league. Paimon thinks she's been nothing but good to us. Anyway, we'll see if you're onto something. Before we look for Zhongli at Dihua Marsh, let's go to the place marked out on these papers and see if the Fatui really are up to no good there.
Okay, interessant. Wir wollen den Eichhorntenauftrag weitermachen. Duft der Einsamkeit.